Hello, welcome. My name is Colin Knowlton, and I am here with
Jesse Emerson.
for the Final Four matchup between the Grand Canyon Lopes versus the Virginia Cavaliers. Exciting one today, as these girls have been battling all weekend. Virginia beat Arizona State to get here, and GCU had a very hard-fought game against the Cal Bears. Today they face off for a berth at a national championship. Nothing more exciting than this. I watched both these teams, Jesse, on yesterday, on Saturday, or on Friday, excuse me, um, and both two very physical teams, two teams that are looking to hit you where you stand. You got to come up fast, got to come up hard, or these teams will make you pay.
Yes, this game is definitely going to be a physical back and forth, spearheaded through by the forward packs of both of them, both with some sizable changes in the pack as well. This game will definitely come down to that, as well as the back line finding the gaps that they need to find. It's going to be interesting. We're going to see a lot of finesse out of these two, and that's what I'm excited about.
And we have kickoff. Stefanov McLaughlin with the carry to start off the game for the Lopes here.
Oh, big strip.
Big strip by India Glover for the Virginia Cavaliers. Virginia looking to move the ball wide. Good hit by, I think that's Sam Garcia.
Plenty of space on the right here.
Good cover tackle by tight end prop Makaya. Good tackle by Angel Lucero to bring the big tight head down.
Virginia's doing a good job so far of just maintaining the ball and rolling through the phases here. Let's see if they can capitalize on it inside of their own GCU's 22.
Looks like we are out of bounds. Lopes ball. Yeah, Virginia honestly did a great job there of just maintaining the phases and working sideline to sideline, which is honestly one of the hardest things to do in rugby. But the Lopes defense stood tall, stood strong, and stopped them right inside of their own 22. So line out to the Lopes here.
Nice 5-man. Throw not straight, though.
Line out not straight. Virginia had the option of line out or scrum. They go to the line out.
Going with a 3-man line out here as well. A little bit of a loose ball here, recovered by Savannah.
Advantage Virginia here for the knock-on, or advantage Lopes for the knock-on. We'll be going back to the knock-on. Lopes scrum. This game, the game you just previously saw, Stanford winning. The winner of GCU and UVA will play in Houston May 4th. So this is for the big ticket. Let's just say.
Definitely a game that I know that GCU is praying for here, because last year they had the opportunity to go down to Stanford and walk away to the national championship, and Stanford was the one who denied their trip to Houston. So they're definitely looking forward to their opportunity of revenge, but they got to fight through this strong Virginia side as well. As we set up to reset the scrum, we both know that GCU's pride and joy is their scrumming and lineouts, with Coach Kyle being an addition a few years ago. They have came in, and this is something that they work on daily after practice and before practice to get as good as these scrums as they are. They made a few changes today after performances during Cal. Definitely excited to see how these changes pan out.
Out the back to Kat Brambick. To Angel, who unfortunately loses it in contact.
So now we'll set up for another scrum here.
We have a scrum inside GCU's 22. Virginia with the ball. Oh, one scrum by GCU. It'll come back. We'll reset.
Virginia's offense going with a stack look with a deep 15, looking to probably insert into a blindside gap here.
Penalty Lopes for offsides.
A little bit of scrum half extracurricular there from Janice Dykes.
Ooh. Big hit by India Glover. Virginia with the loop play. Number 10, Marilyn Smith. Good tackle by Angela Shera for the Lopes. Another great tackle by Angel. Virginia gaining some comfortable meters. Not rolling away is the call against the Lopes here. Let's see what Virginia does. You got a lot of options here.
Something tells me that they might just do the same thing again with the quick tap to Indiana.
This time it is prop Taylor Wraith, who's barreling over the line.
Looking like it's going to be held up, though.
Held up. Goal line dropout. Great defense by the Lopes. You know, it's hard to defend in your own 22 for that long and, you know, stand sturdy and not give up a try. And now they're looking to kick out. Great defense by the Lopes.
Solid 10-minute battle so far.
Ooh.
Big stiff arm.
Big stiff arm by number 12 and vice captain Kerry Morrison. Out of bounds, Lopes line out. Virginia seems to be knocking out the door, but I feel like every time they get an opportunity, the Lopes just slam that door shut. And I mean, credit to the Lopes for holding tough. They've been playing defense for the last 10 minutes, basically the entire game so far, and that's not an easy thing to do.
Bend don't break. We'll see if they end up going with an opportunity here from this. Loose ball into the line out. Number 3 barreling through for Virginia. We will go back to the knock-on originally, though. I think a big thing to look at here is the comparison between the two front rows. Virginia has 2 very sizable props that are able to put an initial push on the Lopes. We're going to see how they're going to have to play through that. They're going to have to use more technique than strength through this whole entire match.
Grubber through by the 10 for Virginia. Recovered by Sam Garcia, who kicks it to about the 10-meter line, their own 10-meter line. Not a bad decision. Trying to relieve some pressure here. Yeah, I mean, the size of both the Lopes and the Cavaliers forward packs is pretty sizable.
And they can run. Yes, they can.
And they can run, and they love to run. Here's another one, the hooker for the Cavaliers.
Oh, big fight through the clear out by Chloe. Oh, manages to stay in bounds.
Good tackle by Kalea Miller. Another great tackle by these Lopes. They will play defense. They will tackle hard.
Oh.
Knock on first by the Cavaliers. GCU Lopes scrum.
Like to see what Chris Bay has cooked up for these backs here for GCU on this strike play that they're about to have the opportunity to take.
Looks like they're going with a split back line here. Ability to, play either side.
Looks like they're heading to the left here.
Good set piece move from the Lopes, looking to retain possession here. Eliza with the ball. Going back short side. Janice. Knock on Virginia scrum. You know, they get the ball in hands, and I think they do great with it. They have failed to retain possession so far, but the Lopes can attack, and like I said before, they're more than willing to kind of sit on the back foot and play a bit of defense until, you know, their time to actually strike is.
Through playing defense for these past 14 minutes, you can see that GCU has not only moved possession back, but they have gained territory throughout this whole entire process. They're no longer back to the goal line, back to the 5 meter. Now they're within that 10 to 50 meter space.
Ooh, unfortunate there for Virginia. Advantage Lopes. Chloe Williams with the ball. Play the advantage there. Nothing really happening from the breakdown. Not able to get the ball out. No advantage gain. Lopes scrum. I just really want to see the Lopes attack the right space and attack it with pace and intensity, because I've seen it before. I know you've seen it before. These girls are capable of some amazing rugby being played. And I really just wanted to showcase that here.
And
Jeez,
we're about to see
gives
it here
to
a little bit.
Oh.
Well played a defense there. But going with the not releasing penalty, Lopes with the ball right back.
Sam Garcia to kick for touch. Fun fact, Sam Garcia is the head strength and conditioning coach for our men's rugby team as well. They work for SWAHA, which is a student-run like exercise science program and strength and conditioning program for our own students.
She does a wonderful job at that as well. Once she stepped into that program, our men's rugby team's fitness and strength went up considerably.
Throw here for the Lopes. Retained possession. Backwards, says the ref. Janice going right. To Liza, back to Janice.
Now we finally get to see some rugby played on the other side of the 50. This is a good sight to see.
Joanne, good tips to Chloe, who barrels down the middle of the field. To Amaya, to Makaya.
Seeing some space starting to open up here.
Amaya decides to take it herself. Big hit. Ooh, stripped again. That is India Glover's second strip. Penalty, though, for not releasing.
Joanne Alvarez able to scramble for her team there. Pull that ball up. Lopes elect a scrum here.
Lopes elect a scrum. Looked like there was some confusion on the pitch on whether they should scrum or they should kick for points, but By the way that pack is reacting, I think the girls are betting on themselves.
We love to see that. We know that Sam Garcia has a for sure foot straight on from this distance, but they see something that maybe we don't see up here, and they're going to go attack for it.
Janice with the put in. Ball to the Lopes. They go right. Punch to Angel. Great set play there by the Lady Lopes. Chloe Williams with a big carry. Liza with the tips to Lauren Campbell. Sam Garcia to Kat Brambick. Good fight by Kat to stay on her feet. Janice decides to pick and gets tackled. To Liza. To Lauren. Oh, the Lady Lopes are so close.
Just knocking on the door here.
To Captain Dee Dee.
A little bit of a loose ball scramble here. To Lucero.
Angel Lucero. Angelique puts it back. Penalty against the Lopes. Virginia ball. You know, my dad is a rugby coach, and he always said, in rugby, a negative and a negative always equals a negative, and I think we just saw a classic case of that. I'm a big proponent of when you're in the 5 meter, keep it in the 5 meter. Don't do anything to get yourself outside of the 5 meter. But that's the game of rugby. That's the chances.
Inches away from a try. And now we're back closer to that 10-meter line. We're going to take our hydration break here, and then we'll see how Virginia plays this line out.
And we're back from our little hydration break. It is a very hot day here today in Arizona. We're getting back into those summer months, so bear with us as these ladies take a hydration break.
We actually had Virginia pulling out coolers with ice towels in them, and we had GCU go back into the shade of their locker room for this. It's warm out here. Definitely feel it even up here in this air-conditioned booth.
Yeah. We feel the severe weather, heat warning, 89 degrees, high of 98, so...
Oh, a little bit of wild throw here. Ball goes to GCU. They retain, able to play it off the ground. Oh, gonna get a knock on there.
Virginia scrum here. Honestly, Jesse, I think the scrums are pretty even, pretty deadlocked even here.
Definitely just depends on the scrum. There's been some where it's been a game of inches in these scrums, to say the least. No team is willing to give up anything at this point so far. GCU
Big
coming out of the
push by
hydration break with a
GCU.
big push, though.
Virginia retains possession.
A blindside loop here.
Good cover tackle by Captain Dede.
Something we love to see. Blindside wing working all the way across the field.
Angel Lucero on the flag down tackle. Tackles herself into the rope.
I think Lucero's up to double digits on tackles in the 20 minutes of this game so far.
I think you're correct. She is everywhere on the defensive end for the Lopes today. But, I mean, if you've ever watched any other GCU rugby, you know that is not a new sight for the Lady Lopes.
She was definitely missed when she was rehabbing her hand from breaking it against ASU in the regular season. And now she's back out here and angrier than ever.
Sam Garcia with the up and under. The bounce of the rugby ball.
Going back to the initial advantage here. A little bit of a late hit on our scrum half out of that line out. Somebody's got to go grab that ball.
One thing about these GCU Lopes is they hail from all different places of the country. We have Compton, California, Meriden, Idaho, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Orange City, Iowa, San Diego, Guam even. This girls' team has a lot of different characters, a lot of different personalities, but I think that's what makes it work so well, Jesse.
Big personalities, even bigger play on the field. We love to see it.
Lost in the line out there by GCU.
I think where GCU is going to have to start finding their success is catching the ball in the line out, bringing it to the ground, and giving a clean ball to Janice at that scrum half spot.
Looks like we're going back to a knock-on over around the 15-meter.
These forwards are definitely getting their money's worth today.
Good scrum by Virginia. Ooh, doesn't go to hand for the Cavaliers. Good tackle by Amaya De La Cruz. Oh no, that's Janice who gets the poach and decides to go quick.
So one thing about Janice, she was a wrestler
and
she
Lauren
has
Campbell,
a motor.
Who stiff arms one. Some life injected into these Lady Lopes. To Amaya, to Kalea, who cuts back inside.
Big step into
offload to Angel.
Wide open space if we can find it here.
We're going back to the penalty. The IQ there for Janice to win the penalty and then go fast, not allowing Virginia to get back 10. That's a high IQ play there, with Sam Garcia looking to go for touch.
Now Janice is an absolute student of the game. Also training right now to be a referee. USA certified already, has refereed and AR'd a few games for us on the sideline. Not only that, she was a hooker last year, and she now switched over to scrum half for these girls, and she has the motor to do it all.
Sam Garcia missing touch there by about a meter. That's unlucky. We'll go back to scrum where she kicked it. Big kick by Virginia's number 12.
Oh, missing the catch.
Good pickup, good recovery by Malaya. He loses it in contact. Virginia ball.
We're going to
go back to the advantage. Yeah. Still locked in a stalemate here, and really both teams only getting one real opportunity. Most of the games have been being played within these 22s. And Jesse, I think that, we're going to see a score here soon, but I couldn't tell you what team. Both teams just really working hard and really, really working to try and get these tries, and both teams putting up immaculate defense right now as well.
I think that this game is going to come down to less than 3 points at the end of this all. It's going to be very interesting to see. These defenses are not willing to give up. These scrums are not willing to give up. It's a battle.
Number 12 for Virginia, streaking through the middle of the field. Captain Didi with the cover tackle. Virginia decides to go quick with the pick and go. Looks like we might have our first try of the game. Great tackle by fullback Sam Garcia.
GCU doing a good job to scramble and reset here as well. And there it is.
The first try of the game scored by the Virginia Cavaliers. Trying to get an exact number there. Number 8, Carson Crenshaw from Charlotte, North Carolina, senior, scoring the try there for the Virginia Cavaliers in the first try of the game. The scorebooks have opened.
Virginia's been fighting for that try for the last 30 minutes here. It's good to see that the scorebook has opened up. It's good to see that the numbers are starting to roll here. I'd like to see how GCU does answer going into the last 10 minutes of this half.
Yeah, by the look of their huddle under the post here, everyone looks pretty calm. I mean, in a game like this, you have to expect to get scored on and expect just to have to respond, have to, pick your head up, run to that halfway line and say, we go again.
This is the national semifinal. Nothing less expected but a battle here.
Sam Garcia to restart us here.
In the strange bounce of the rugby ball, once again coming in to bite rugby players in the butt. We see that that ball did not go cleanly to hands, and now it's a GCU scrum on the 22. Maybe it's their turn to answer here.
Looks like the sir wants to have a talking to the front rows, reset the scrum. Didn't like what he seen. We're seeing a lot of unevenness and kind of wobbliness, I guess, as you would say, as they engage. That needs to be a strong, sturdy base. Boring from the loose head for Virginia. Janice goes to take it quick. Advantage for the high tackle. Gets up
keeps
again.
On fighting through. Now that's somebody that Virginia does not want to see get going. Angelique Schrook, number 5, was a force all day on Friday.
Liza with a good carry. Angelique with another carry. Going back to the high tackle advantage here.
We see captain asking to be kicked to the corner here.
Looks like that is the plan. They will be kicking to the corner for the lineout.
We have the 5-meter line out here, most likely going into a maul.
Ball retained by the Lobes. Looks like a knock on from Virginia. You can't just bat that ball down. Scrum on the 5-meter for the Lady Lopes. Personally, as a front row forward myself, and Jesse, I think you can agree with me, this is what we dream of. We dream of pushing a try over 5 meters from their own line and scoring it ourselves. Let's see if the Lady Lopes have it in them to push this one over.
There is no better feeling than that, and I also know that their coach loves that feeling as well, as he is our forwards coach as well. Definitely pushes these girls to find those moments.
Joanne picks off the back. Stop short. Turned over on the 5-meter. good. Double team tackle for the Lady Lopes, going out of bounds. Looks like we have a downed Virginia Cavalier. Let's hope she can get up and be safe.
That was a very big pile up there.
And we're back after that brief intermission. The player down was actually GCU's Kalea Miller. Seems all fine, though, out there to play again. Scrum for Virginia on their own 5-meter line. Let's see what Virginia does here. Big drive by the Lady Lopes.
A little bit of an offsides advantage here.
Kicked away, Kat Brandbeck on the move, cutting in field. To Angelique, big collision. Ball pops out, Virginia ball.
Knock on Virginia.
Both these teams coming into today undefeated. UVA putting up an impressive score total for their season, and the Lady Lopes are not opposed to scoring many points as well. But it's funny when you get two really good scoring teams, you see a defensive battle. Lopes looking to work it out the back line. Kat Brandbeck cuts inside. Janice taxiing to Angel around the corner. Angel cuts one, breaks a tackle, and is in for the try. GCU with their first try of the day. The crowd here at GCU Stadium going crazy for an Angel Lucero try. And that's honestly well earned. The girls playing in their own, and Virginia's 22 for a solid 10 minutes after getting scored on. Never looked down, always head up, and they are rewarded.
That was a 38 minutes of putting your head down, doing the dirty work, making all the tackles that you need to make, bouncing back from a try being scored on you, and those Lady Lopes found themselves in the try zone as well.
Sam Garcia with the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good. GCU now leads 7-5. Tell you what, Sam Garcia has a boot.
May have been one of the biggest kicks of her college career up to this point as well.
Kick is away. Backwards to Liza. Janice to Amaya, to Angelique, to Kalea. To try scorer Angel Lucero with a good punchline to Joanne, who tries to offload it. Penalty. Virginia decides to go tap and go. It's the big tight head prop, Taylor Reith. Number 12 vice captain Carrie Morrison with a hard carry. She's been an impact player for these Cavaliers today.
Virginia just pinning their ears back and running straight into the defense right here.
Inside ruck option.
Ball
turned over. Loose. Lauren Campbell with a great defense. Turned that ball over. Advantage Lopes. To Angel. To Amaya, who kicks it.
Up and over.
We'll go back to the advantage.
GCU again with the bend don't break mentality. Take as many meters as you want, but you're not touching the try zone. And it's working for them right now.
They decide to end the half. And that is halftime here in Phoenix, Arizona for the D1 National Playoffs Final Four. GCU versus Virginia Cavaliers. 7-5 at halftime. We have a game on our hands, folks. We'll see you when we get back. And we are back for a second half here between GCU and Virginia for a trip to the national championship to play Stanford. It's a highly contested match here. 7-5, everything to play for.
Both teams coming out energized as we start off here.
Sam Garcia to restart us. And we're off for the second half. Big tackle by Joanne Alvarez. Virginia's 10 looks to clear. Big bounce.
All the way back to the 5-meter here.
Sam looks to kick back. Great kick, great bounce of the ball. Sam chasing it herself. Tackles. We're back where we started.
And let's do it again.
Looks like we have a little kicking battle on our hands. Amaya De La Cruz takes it in her own 22.
Now you have to watch out. De La Cruz is a threat on her feet here as well.
Big carry by the substitute, Cyan Callier. Comes in for Micaiah. Turnover by the Lopes in their own 40.
We do have an injury over by the 10-meter line. We're going to take a little break and reset while she gets situated on and off the field here. Lopes just finding themselves in good spots, just pushing for that little extra bit that they don't need right away.
Scrum for Virginia here. Solid platform to attack. GCU seems to win. They'll reset the scrum.
Ball just unluckily bounced out of the tunnel there. Now, I believe that Cyan was brought in here after having a quick chat with Coach Kyle at halftime. She was brought in here to apply pressure to India Glover, who we saw had a penalty earlier. This is a big game plan move by our forwards coach for GCU here. And let's see how it pans out as this half continues to roll through.
Lopes turn the ball over. Big scrum for the Lady Lopes. Ball out to Amaya De La Cruz. To Angel Lucero. To Kat Brandbeck. On the wide. Offload to Kalea. Lopes ball here at halfway. Big carry by Chloe Williams. The Lopes okay to work their structure and kind of just play the phases. Unlucky there for the Lady Lopes. Virginia scrum. Virginia's head coach is Nancy Ketcher, and assistant coach Jules Comer and Glenn Jensen. I think they cooked up a pretty good game plan today for the Lopes.
Virginia is definitely seems like they've been under pressure a lot throughout practices. You can tell because when pressure has been applied so far in this game, there hasn't been a lot of scramble. There hasn't been a lot of uncomfortableness that we've been able to see so far. And those coaches did something right.
For the Lady Lopes, head coach Lindsay Mahoney and backs coach Christopher Bay, and like we said, forwards coach Coach Kyle. Lopes with the turnover here to Kalea, to Angel. Angel dummies to Kat Brandick on the outside. Chased down by
diving over call here.
Carrie Morrison. Virginia with the turnover penalty here. Looks like number 10, Mary Lynn Smith, here to kick the touch. And she finds it.
Relieving about 20 meters of pressure for her team here. Very nicely placed kick.
Lauren Campbell with the solo jump wins the ball herself. Janice Amaya to Cyan. Big carry.
4 people to bring her down. It's exactly why she got brought onto the field. Bring more physicality and those scrums.
Another scrum here for GCU. Or for Virginia, my apologies. Ball in for Virginia. Big push by the Lady Lopes.
Knock on.
Knock on. Great scrum from the Lady Lopes. That, I think, is 8-1 if I've ever seen it. And they choose to scrum again. Number 7, Chloe Williams, telling to her front row to keep eating.
This confidence that GCU just found can be one of the most dangerous things on a rugby pitch for an opposing side. See if we can get the whole team to capitalize on a big moment like that.
Ball out for the Lopes. Amaya out the back to Kat Brandick. Out the back to Angel Lucero. Who passes to the wing, Malaya Stewart. Malaya Stewart breaks for the edge. Can't seem to get it. Angel with a great clear out. Really working for that ball. Amaya to Angelique. Big threat in the middle of the field. GCU going for a more off 10 instead of off 9. Further loose play. Probably just to get those big runners out into open space. Playing off 10 allows you to put big runners like Angelique and Cyan and Liza going against people that may not have the size or the strength to tackle them.
Another big factor in this game, like we brought up earlier, is the heat. It is now up to 92 degrees, and there is no shade out there on that field. See how these girls can adjust and keep on pushing through it. A little bit of a 3-movement line out here.
Good line by Sam Garcia. Good tackle by the Lopes. Angelique with another hard run into that C gap. Liza Chenif, little loop move. Maya decides to take it herself. Amaya, who will be graduating next week, was the vice president of the school for the last 2 semesters. So it's good to see these Lady Lopes, not just rugby athletes, but rugby scholars and members of our community here at GCU.
Yes, and thank you for the pickleball courts.
Great find to touch by Sam Garcia.
Do not be surprised here if we see a GCU maul if this lineout goes 2 hands. And here we go.
Janice pulls that out the back of the maul. To Angelique, who's tackled. To Cyan. Good defense here by the Cavaliers, close to their line.
Meeting chest to chest, ending up with a poach. Going to be called back for not releasing, though.
GCU ball here at the 5-meter line. Now, personally, and in my opinion, I think I'd go scrum here. Lineout's not really going in the favor of GCU. Yep, here we go, scrum. They've been dominant. They made the sub for Cyan for Micaiah, and their scrums have been dominant so far.
GCU definitely foaming at the mouth right here at the opportunity to be able to push this over. I think they have the right personnel in there now to be able to do such.
Big initial push by GCU. Unlucky for the Lady Lopes.
Maybe a little bit of mistiming on the line running there. Now we see the sub, Atlee Boyd, coming in.
Coming off will be Angelique, who's had a great 2 days here at the CRAA D1 playoffs. Really made her impact known on Friday versus the Cal Bears. Every time she touched the ball, it seemed it was 10, 15, 20 meters every time. So round of applause for her great play this weekend.
Easily ran for over 120 plus meters during that Cal game.
Sir doesn't like what he sees, resets the scrum.
Oh, GCU going to push this over.
Another big scrum for the GCU.
Ball ends up dribbling out the side to Virginia.
High tackle by the Lady Lopes. Look like fly half. Marilyn Smith is going to find touch for the Virginia Cavaliers. Great kick. Great kick by Marilyn Smith for Virginia. That is a free 40 meters, folks. Looks like Virginia made some subs of their own. Number 18 with the bright pink scrum cap, Isabel Ewing.
It is interesting to see this three-man line out and the success that it has brought for Virginia. Just being able to move around faster than the mirroring side. We do have an injury timeout. That is what's going on here, folks.
Looks like she is okay. I'm ready to continue play. Let's see if the Cavaliers can attack this line out. Virginia with a little loop to Marilyn Smith up and under. Great catch by Malia Stewart.
Nice little dummy through.
Good stiff arm, taking on defenders all by herself. Great clear out by Angel there.
Oh, that was a diving through. Oh.
Penalty for the Lopes. As you can hear from the dismay of the crowd, they do not agree with that one. Tap and go for Virginia. Great tackle by Angel to meet her up front.
Just not afraid to go nose first into tackles.
Lady Lopes defending hard here. Just pushing him back into that ruck.
These girls love physicality. If Virginia wants to play the pick and go game, they're more than willing to sit there and push them back every single time.
Virginia looks to go wide to the backs, cuts inside. Big hit by Angel Lucero. Turnover ball for the Lopes.
Yeah, what did we say about the physicality thing?
Our Lady Lopes love to do it. Love the physicality. Go back to the advantage, knock on. Again, Angel Lucero, impact player here for the Lady Lopes. And like I said, if you've watched women's GCU rugby before, you know that's no secret. Angel Lucero loves to tackle, loves to hit.
GCU's forward pack looks really loose here, enjoying these moments where they get to go scrum and everything. Laughing, smiling, getting ready to do the hard work.
Big drive by the Lady Lopes again. Amaya looks to take it herself. Clear out Angel. Janice to Chloe. Carries in the middle of the field. Cyan with another big carry.
Big push for the clear out here. Virginia ends up with the ball.
Virginia goes wide. The winger cuts back in. Great offload by number 2. Malia Stewart, though, with a great cover tackle on the opposing winger. Marilyn Smith, the number 3. Taylor Reith. Penalty. Not releasing the ball.
We do have another injury down on the field. This heat just taking its toll on everybody out there on the pitch right now.
Yeah, and I mean, I've played in this kind of weather. You've played in this kind of weather. It's not fun, man. It is draining. You feel the sun taking that life and that energy out of your body as you continue to play, and these girls are fighting it right now. I know that.
This is an absolutely gridlocked battle, very similar to the first half. A lot of meters, not a lot of points. This last 20 minutes is going to be huge. And remember, the winner of this punches their big ticket to Houston.
And we are back. Just a little hydration break. It is 93 degrees here in Phoenix, Arizona, and only getting hotter on the field. Lopes with the penalty in the middle of the field. Sam Garcia looking to go to touch here. And she finds it. Line out Lopes. Looks like we have another sub in the second row. Waiting to see a number. Autumn Kopak from Gilbert, Arizona is checking in the field to play second row. And here's her with the ball. Oh, unlucky for the Lady Lopes, Namaya.
A lot of sweat on those hands.
She drops the ball and immediately has a smile on her face. She is on to the next job. And I can always respect that about a player. Something bad happens, something wrong happens, and they just move on. Lopes going for a supersized front row, bringing Autumn on and moving Liza to hooker, who traditionally plays prop.
And it is definitely working for him, though.
All up for Virginia, kick by Marilyn Smith. Content to just not play in their own 40. Sam Garcia with the recovery. Looks to take it wide. Bumps one. Takes two to bring her down.
Showing off a bit of her 7 skill there.
Ball to Amaya. To Lauren Campbell, who stiff arms one. Is brought down by India Glover. Ball bounced to Autumn. Autumn with a nice carry, some meters gained. Virginia doing a great job of keeping the offense on the back foot as they flood the ruck. Contest for the ball. Lopes still have the ball. Amaya kicks. Big tackle by Angel Lucero. These girls are hungry. Both teams just want it. You can see it. Nice carry by hooker Verita Bordonasa. Ball looks to be held up here.
You're going to have to keep it held.
Virginia about on the 3-meter line, knocking at the door again. Goes wide. Virginia score. You know, Virginia played some hard defense that turned into a turnover, and then they were down at the 5, and you know you can only do so much down there, and with the small pods and the pick and goes and sucking the defense in, that wing is bound to be open at some point. Nice score there for Virginia.
That was impact sub Olivia Allen coming onto the pitch.
It's a big kick here. The difference between 3 points, a one-score game, and only needing that kick to tie or needing a try to win the game. Missed kick here.
We now have a 3-point game as we roll into the last 15 minutes. Nothing else matters from this point on. It's whoever wants it more walks away with it at this point.
See, now last time Virginia scored, the Lady Lopes came right back down and scored one of their own. So I expect the same. I expect these girls to keep fighting and not give up here. Kick by Sam Garcia into the space. Recovered by number 15 for Virginia.
And we know Sam will sit back and play this kick game with her.
Sam pushed back to about our own 10-meter line. Kicks it. Recovered by number 12. Barrels through the field. Ball here for Virginia.
GCU
Counter up by
flooding the rock.
GCU. Ball won by GCU.
Good exit here.
Sam Garcia, the bounce of a rugby ball, like we said. Good re-kick, good cover. Carried by Janice. Offsides advantage. Amaya De La Cruz with the goose step. Stiff arm around the corner. Kat Brandbick there for the clear out with Atlee Boyd. Janice looking to slow things down here for the Lady Lopes. Another big carry for Cyan.
Still on her feet, rumbling
Still
through.
on her feet. Angel to Eliza, back to Angel, who dummies through the middle of the field. Stiff arms one, stiff arms two.
Another.
Can she get to the line?
Dives in for the
Try,
try.
GCU, Angel Lucero. And this place is going crazy here in Phoenix, Arizona. What did I say? What did I say? Angel Lucero making it happen after getting scored on.
These Lady Lopes just not afraid to answer the call when they need to.
See if Sam Garcia can extend this lead here. Amaya, who is down after getting tackled, seems to get up, seems to be fine. We have a great training staff here for the men's and women's rugby team. Kiana and her assistant Tuesday been with the men's and the women's team all year, keeping us healthy, keeping us happy, and we love to see that. Sam Garcia to take the conversion. Straight down the middle.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it before the kick, but Sam Garcia is pretty automatic from that range.
Now let's see on the reverse. Let's see if Virginia can answer now.
Walking back very slow, a few heads down I see. We'll see if they got 11 minutes left to fight left in them.
Marilyn Smith for the Virginia Cavaliers to restart us. Goes for it short, and what a kick, what a restart. Clean take.
Missed by inches.
Missed by inches, I guess.
We'll have a scrum 50.
I don't know, Jesse. I think that was clean. I'm not gonna sit over here and say it wasn't. Oh, what a restart by Marilyn Smith.
Difference of a
unlucky.
step. Difference of a step.
Just unlucky for Virginia there. We'll have to watch that one on tape later. Maybe a little bit of an early push there from GCU, but we will reset the scrum.
Very stable scrum here.
Janice picks out the back to Angel. Unlucky. Advantage, Virginia. Great offload by Marilyn Smith to the 8-man. Held up by Amaya and Janice, though. I think the Lady Lopes right now are content to sit and play defense and let Virginia kind of come to them and take the chances. Great tackle by Chloe Williams.
Oh,
that'll be a high tackle.
High tackle. Very clean game both sides, though, so we're not going to see a card come out of that one.
The ball looks to be in. Just couldn't get an eye on it. I bet that sun is beating down. Hard to track that ball in the air. Line out here to Virginia, right outside the 22. Let's see if Virginia can capitalize from this field position. There's about 8 minutes remaining here in this tightly contested game. Anybody's ball game still. Very much anybody's ball game. Clean lineup for Virginia.
That 3-man still working well.
Turnover by Virginia. Ball with Kat Brambick.
Oh, poor placement into that.
Knock on Lopes' ball.
Low scrum here.
Yeah, the ref wants to see, clear delineation between bind and set. You don't want to be, inside already set before the set call is said. And I think that's what the issue with the girls are. You want heads on shoulders, not shoulder on shoulder before that set call. Good base here. Joanne Alvarez to Janice Dykes. To Angel Lucero, who comes barreling through. 3-4 tacklers to bring her down. Janice to Amaya, to Lauren Campbell. Good tackle by the loose side prop again, India Glover. Poach for Virginia Cavaliers. This loose head, tight head combo for the Virginia Cavaliers of India Glover and Taylor Reith really putting in the work. Taylor Reith on Friday, big carrier, big collision. time off for the injury here. Big collision between Cyan and India Glover. Looks like a little bit of just shoulder-to-head contact there. Hopefully she is all right.
We will have number 19 subbing in, Marley Shorter.
A lot of these girls for the GCU, especially on the bench, first-year players. A lot of vets on this team to lead, but also a lot of first-year, second-year players that, came out at the beginning of the season not really knowing what rugby is, and now they find themselves in a Final Four game with a ticket to go to the national championship. So that's why in rugby we don't call them substitutes. We call them finishers. They come onto the game, they come into the field, and they finish. They finish the job. What a defensive battle today. I mean, I am really impressed with both of these teams' ability to, punch, counter punch, punch, counter punch. And, it's impressive to see a game of this magnitude played basically between the 22s in the middle of the field for the entirety of the game. These girls are just going after it every chance they get. And it's really, honestly, inspiring to see.
This is going to be one of the most physical 5 minutes of rugby that a lot of people have seen up to this point. Both sides still have not given much. We have one try for each team, each half. We'll see who walks away with it after these 5 minutes are over.
Good to know that Cyan is okay and walking off on her own 2 feet. Virginia here with the pick and go. With a great go forward pick and go by Virginia. I think the Lady Lopes are more than content to play this game with the Cavaliers. Ball goes out. Marilyn Smith to Amaya, who is inches away from interception.
That will be a penalty.
Looks like we have a Cavalier down. Have about 4 to 3 minutes, according to our clock here, but that does not mean that we don't have 5 minutes left, or maybe even 8 minutes left. Who knows? All to the ref's discretion. But this is a tightly contested, very tightly contested game. What a great shift from the tight end prop for Virginia Taylor-Reith.
You don't see a lot of props around the country playing more than 60 minutes. So for her to not only play for about 76 minutes, but also to make the impact that she made, she definitely deserves a standing ovation.
Virginia with the ball, India Glover with the big carry. Great tackle by substitute, Marley Shorter. Angel Lucero, another great tackle on our opposing center. Marilyn Smith. Good defense by the Lopes. Creates the knock-on. That's what pressure and line speed does. You fly up, they turn it over.
Crossing into this 4 minutes on regulation time clock here. We know that there can be more or less, but we'll see if GCU can maintain possession and get out of Dodge, or if it's going to be even more of a battle.
Janice with the put in. Janice to Amaya. To Maylee. To Angel. To Cat Brandbeck on the wide. Cat with the pace. Offload to Angel. Stiff arm. Stiff arm. Another stiff arm. Oh, unfortunately, into touch. But I mean, that's the attacking prowess of Our Lady Lopes here. In a blink of an eye, they have just flipped the field. Unfortunate for out of touch, but
3 very impressive stiff arms too on the way out.
Great look for GCU. Ball down backwards, says the ref. Marley Smith, kick downfield. Into touch.
That may be a 50-22.
Maybe a 50-22.
Depends on where we mark it. It's going to be a 50-22.
That is a 50-22, ladies and gentlemen. So if the kicker kicks the ball behind the 50 and it bounces inside the 22 and then out of bounds, you retain that possession. Very tough thing to do in rugby. That is quite impressive here for Virginia.
You have to be so calculated to be able to pull that off. The fact that she did that with pressure flying up in her face, insane.
Overthrow.
Not straight is the call.
Scrum GCU. Like I said, Our Lady Lopes love to scrum.
We've got arm sleeves flying around on the field right now.
Big scrum for the Lady Lopes.
Could possibly be the last minute of the game here. Going into it with a scrum like this is huge.
Good set move off the back of the scrum there. I think the Lopes are just looking to, go short and carry hard until this game's over. Good go forward by Liza. To Amaya. To Autumn. Autumn with a nice carry in the middle of the field. Janice to Amaya again. To Angel. To Malia Stewart, who breaks a tackle. Angel there for the support. Amaya with a little step and go. Janice to Lauren. Stiff arm brought down by India Glover. Good clear out by Autumn. Another big carry by Liza. Chloe Williams with the ball.
We do see zeros on the scoreboard right now. I don't know how many more minutes the ref has on his clock, but this game is dwindling down to the last few seconds.
What a catch by Autumn. Ooh, Liza with a good dummy and run.
Unlucky knock on.
Turnover.
We're going to play through the advantage here.
I got to say, number 12, Carrie Morrison out here putting in the work for Virginia Cavaliers.
We do have a penalty. Virginia not going down without a fight. Has a chance here. Last few seconds of the game to do something big.
I mean, brother, this game has been back and forth all day. I was not thinking it was over quite yet.
Big battle, brother.
Carry for India Glover. Takes 3 of the Lady Lopes to bring her down. Pick and go seems to be the option here for Virginia. Ball's turned over in contact. Knock on. Lopes scrum, game over. Your GCU Lady Lopes are going to Houston. Congratulations. Congratulations to both teams on a great season. Virginia really showed their heart out there today. GCU, the difference, Sam Garcia's 2 extra points. Those 4 points came in real handy here to secure the dub for GCU.
We knew it was going to be a very tight battle.
Shout out to Coach Mahoney and what she has done with this Lady Lope program. The girls very emotional down there. They deserve this, Jesse. They deserve this.
And just like that, we will see you in Houston.